Man, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, man, top of the morning, top of the week. It's Monday. We back at it again. Welcome to Coffee and Donuts with Grown-Ups. I am the master of ceremony, the Make It Freaking Legend. I am Crush, the Make It Freaking Legend. Salute to everyone. Salute to everyone. Mm. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend. What's up, D3? What's happening, bro? Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. Positive weekend, no nonsense. There's really so much going on in the world right now. Really a lot with the attacks and the wars that's going on. We gotta be mindful for that. So that's why we gotta be locked into some entertainment to take our minds off it. What's going on, but we need to pay attention to those things just as well. But I would talk about that on another time. This is not the morning for it. But hey, pay attention to everything that's going on out there, not just what's entertaining you. But man, we got some boxing to talk about. This won't be a long one this morning. Kind of tired, maybe roughly a little under an hour, but we got to get to the biggest subject. That's probably been the subject in all conversations and what's arguments of what's going on in the sport of boxing. Who's the man? And we can't go by, it can't go off our word. They have to show us who is the man. Puro got money for war but can't feed the poor. What's up, Puro? That's facts. I got to get you in blue, my guy. Got to get you in blue. Yes, all this money, but people can't eat. People don't have a roof under their heads. All type of stuff. No education, no recreation for the children, no programs, no nothing. But they got money for war. But yeah, we gonna build on that another time. We got a word of wars going on in boxing between the boxers, and of course always us the fans. But the conversation that's been going on recently is and always been going on. But damn, as up lately, the conversation about who is the best. Who's really the best. And it ain't about the best of the best right now. I'm not even trying to hear that. It's not even about the best of the best right now. That's just a conversation. That's just a phrase or a sentence that's being thrown around. Because we're tired of saying the best of the best. We need to know who's really the best. We tired of saying one of the best. Who's really the man is what we're trying to get down to. This is the moment that a lot of us are craving for, us boxing fans. We're not getting it. Now, we're giving this name to fighters, but do they actually deserve it? No. And this not the time to just be giving fighters something that they don't deserve. They really got to put the work in. We can no longer keep helping these fighters by capping for them and by lying for them simply because we like them. No, they got to go in and do their job. That's just it. Tell the truth about these fighters, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But who is really the best? Out of all these guys, Big Illy, my sexy, grand rising to you, who's really the best? We can't keep going on these talks. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of the same old conversation. You going back and forth with this guy, that guy. The only way that's going to get determined if people shut the F up and these guys actually get in the damn ring. Actually make matchups that are logical. No more giving these guys a leadway because this is what's been happening. A lot of these guys been getting a leadway because they simply been getting in ring with people that don't have a damn chance of winning. They don't have a damn chance of winning, and we know that. But then we'll sit around and we ignore the fact. We will ignore the fact that the person that they in this ring with don't need to be in there, shouldn't be in there in the first place. Right? But hey, we going on with it. The fighter that we picked to win, our favorite fighter, they do what they supposed to do to someone that's not on the same level as them or equal or as experienced enough. That's what they supposed to do. But you're going to go around and give them credit for that? That's just like giving a mother a credit for being a mother. No, she's supposed to be a mom. Why is she getting a pat on the back? Because she's supposed to put food on the clothes, put food on the clothes on the kid's back and food in their stomach. That's the responsibility. That's the part of the itinerary of being a parent. So there's no award in that. That's your responsibility. And this is what's going on in the sport of boxing. The same conversation, the same energy, and nothing is really being done. Nothing is being done but a whole bunch of excuses. I tell you who's the man. Nobody is. It's inconclusive. D3 said it days ago, and we're still going to be stuck on this notion until further notice. Until further notice. Now, you could think about it. Well, you can say, well, there's a couple weight classes where we're close to finding that out. Or it should have already been done. Look at these damn weight classes. Look at the clock. When it last, we've been waiting for Undisputed again at 154 for the longest since Jamel Charlo ran through there and did what a boxer's supposed to do, clean it out, compete from top to bottom. How many years had that been? We're still waiting for that. We looking for the next Undisputed at 147. Even though that wasn't that long ago, but that weight class need to be rebuilt. But because it's not the same weight class it was before Arrow and them, it's kind of bad. Now, talking about fighters moving up. Now y'all moving the goalposts, saying, well, in order for this weight class to happen, oh, this fighter needs to move up. I get it, but are you saying that they really need to move up because they really need to move up or just to please you? So you can say, well, this fighter's actually doing something. When a lot of these fighters don't want to move up. This is where the conversation is stuck at. Because what about these guys who purposely don't want to move up? Who should move up? Not that they can't, but they simply don't want to move up. We can't leave that out. You can't be running around saying you really is the best out of everybody, but you're doing shortcuts. And then you're helping them with your dialogues. No. The fighters don't need us to hold their hands, ladies and gentlemen. They need to get in the ring and show us who they really are. And fights that really need to take place that make sense, that would truly give you the proper receipt of what's going on with these fighters needs to happen. My sis in the building, what's happening, Quay? That's what really needs to happen. It's like going to the store for a neighbor and then you don't come back with the receipt, but you got change. They're going to be like, well, I got my change, but where the receipt? You understand what I'm saying? Because you might be cheating me out my change. Where's the receipt? A lot of receipts is missing in the sport of boxing when you open your mouth about these fighters. And the argument keep on going on every day. Who is who? Who is who? Who's the man? Nobody is the man if ain't nobody conquered and running the damn division, no matter who they are. It's inconclusive. It's incomplete. It's very incomplete. So, you just got a constellation of fighters that's just good. Are they really great? We don't know. Have we seen some greatness-like moments? Yeah, we have. But are they really great? Who's really the man? Hell, when the last time we had an undisputed champion at the lightweight division? When was the last time we found out who was really the man of all men at 135 and at 140? We talk about this every day, people, that these certain weight classes need to figure this out. But why you already know that, if you know that, then why you coming out your mouth, acting like somebody's really the man of the man, and they ain't. It hasn't been proven. Okay, you want them to, okay. Just because you want them to doesn't mean that it's going to turn out that way or they're going to even do it. And stop with the nonsense with these fights that we really not calling for. We just dealing with it. That's another thing that we need to stop doing, and it's kind of our fault that we bring this nut stuff into fruition. Now, let me just say this. This shit that never, it shouldn't have never been no damn airplay conversation for Shakur versus Ryan Garcia. That shit had never been a conversation. Never should have been a conversation. Because let's be honest with yourself. That's a fight that most of us probably never had on our mind. And even though these guys is within the, the same neighborhood and stuff like that, you get it. But that fight, those two names never came up as fighting each other until as of recently. And why is that? Because simply one person didn't have no choice but to start calling other fighters out. So there was never supposed to have been a conversation of Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia fighting. I get what you're saying. Oh, the names, but let's be honest. Because that's a fight no one is calling for, but it's like, okay, we taking this. Oh, this is not what I want, but I take this. No. Because Shakur don't need to be a part of that. What do you mean? Just because all these fighters is around the same age and they fought each other, blah, 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 that necessarily doesn't mean that they supposed to be a part of each other's legacy or career in the sport of boxing. Because if that was meant to be, then we wouldn't be having this conversation that we having this morning or any other time about the lack of. Because we still stuck in a rut because of the lack of, because we still got a lot of inconclusive nonsense going on. So regardless of what the fighters say they are, we can no longer just keep going with it unless they've proven to us otherwise. This is not like, on the street when you say, hey, man, call me this name, Ain't nobody going to ask you, hey, why you want me to call you that? Oh, you say, call you that? Okay, that's what you are. I'm going to call you that. That's what you asked me to call you. But when you got fighters or someone, an athlete, calling themselves the best, the greatest, and this, that, the other, the meanest, the strongest, we shouldn't necessarily regurgitate that out our mouths. We got to see them do that. We got to actually see them do it. They ain't doing it. It still ain't done yet. Still ain't done yet. We got weight classes where a lot of action jackson in there, meaning a lot of competition, but we not getting down to the bungalow. We're not getting down to the bungalow, so there's no one is running a division right now. No one is really running boxing right now. Let's just be honest. But I won't go all the way up to who's the face of boxing and all that. I'm not going to go up that high. Don't need to go on that conversation this morning. I'm going to keep it right where it needs to be. Where we're stuck at. Who is really who? Not because we say it. But if we're going to say it, because we truly see it. Not that we believe it. Because we truly know it. We had evidence. We see with our eyes. We got the receipt. Not, well, if they was to fight, he'd do this to him. If they was to fight, he'd do that to him. And if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Okay? If was a fifth, we all be drunken monks in here. So it's time to let go of that narrative. These fighters got to start showing who they are. You as a fan, be honest with yourself. It's not going to hurt you. Because you can say this fight is the man, and I can easily come out and it don't just be an opinion, it be a damn fact. It'll be a fact. You'll say, well, he's the best, and I can come out with the facts and show that he ain't the damn best. Has he fought all the best? If you haven't beaten the best of the best, you're not the best. You're one of the best, and boxing needs no more of one of the best. Too much one of the best, one of the best. Who's the man? Now, looking at the fights this weekend, good fights, good fights. Nice fight card, not a bad fight card. We had another situation that sort of kind of gave me Manny Pacquiao, Mario's Barrios type of feelings. What you mean, Crush? When it came to Nunes and Navarrete. Nunes is a big admirer, a big fan of Navarrete. You see how that played out? You can't be too much liking anything and you're gonna wind up getting in the ring with him. That got to go out the damn door. I don't care how much I like you. You my idol and all that. Okay. I get to compete against you. I'm not letting you whip my ass. I'm not letting you beat me because that's not a flex for me. Oh, I got in the ring with my idol and he beat my ass. He knocked me out. He cut me up. He did this, he did that. Oh, hell no. I got in there with my idol and I beat him, y'all. I beat my idol. That sounds sounds good to me. Sounds better than that. Sound much better than that. But yeah, good fight this weekend. But yeah, Nunes a good admirer of Navarrete, and the outcome was the outcome. All right? But you can't be getting these fighters in there and putting them in matchups and they get starstruck because their opponent on the other side, not because they fear them, but they admire them and they respect them so damn much. Never think that was wrong with that fight. Nunes had too much respect for Navarrete. Listen, this is a sport of you getting in there and somebody about to kick your back out or kick yours back out. You ain't got time to have that mindset. This is what really gets fighters hurt. Because they don't be going in there with the proper mindset that they should have. You cannot go in there in that ring liking anything about that damn opponent that you're about to squabble with. Nothing. I don't care if it's everything to like about them. At that moment, you can't like them. Can't like them at all. It's a competition. Right? But damn, it was a good fight. Shout out to Aguilar. Fighters is looking good. Seen Emilio Vargas. Shout out to him. They're going to take him slowly. They're going to move him slowly. I don't know when we'll probably see Emilio Vargas in there with actually somebody or somebody. Not saying put him in there with a real top-notch guy, but come on, he's these guys that he's, they moving him right. Let's just say they moving Emilio right. Now, how bright his future is later to come, I don't know. Got to see more. I know his father is going to move him a little different than he moved himself because his father was just a stuntman. He was the evil Knievel. He got in there with, you say go get him, he went in there. So that was Fernando's problem. And the promoters, took advantage of it. They seen that this man was so damn courageous that, he would get in there with anybody, and don't want to make that same mistake with his son. And which Emilio is good, but he's not ready for Abdullah Mason right now. And they're not too far apart from, total fights they have as professionals. So that shouldn't be a problem because, you know what I mean? But if you simply not ready for somebody, you're not ready for him. And right now, if Emilio Vargas was to fight Abdullah Mason, I don't think it'd be a competitive fight. I think Abdullah Mason would really make very good work Good work of Emilio Vargas, and that's no disrespect to Vargas. I think Vargas is good. I think he's definitely one of those guys of his class. So he will continue to be that and to further notice. What's up, sis? How you doing? But let's see what they would do. And it looked like this is probably one of those moments where I agree that oh man, we don't need to see this fight right now. Cause y'all know I really don't like that. Because I still like to see the top prospects get in there with one another, which is something we're still not getting. We still haven't got that. We still never got these prospects getting in there with one another. But these prospects will move up from prospect to contender to probably a belt without really going through the ranks of the other prospects and things like that. So, that's one thing I wish we can get. I wish boxing would give us that. I wish you boxing fans would come out y'all mouths, open your mouths about that. Y'all talk about all these matchups y'all like to have and this, that, and the other. Why haven't we really put it out there for two of the top prospects to get it on with each other right now? You get what I'm saying? Listen, a good fight is a good fight. It doesn't matter. Everything else don't matter. A good fight is a good fight. You understand what I'm saying? A good fight is a good fight if it's a good fight. But let me move on, because for the remainder of the year, we need to find out who's really the man out of all these guys. Like I said, right now, you don't really see that. Mel was one of the last ones. Usyk was one of the last ones. Some people say, yo, Inoue is doing that now. We're getting a lot of unifications, but we're not getting down to the final bell. And I think with these fighters, I don't even think it's really behind receiving the hardware. 2 cents in the building, what's going on? I don't really think, what I think with these fighters that actually want to become undisputed, I really don't think it's about the accolades. It's about the accolades, but with some of these fighters, I look at them, I listen to them talk, and I can tell it's not really about the accolades. It's about, yo, I'm really going to go in there and beat everybody that is the beat, that needs to be beaten. And that's your receipt right there. We seen it, we witnessed it. Enough with the talk. I'm Mr. Badass, and you're not showing us. Just the fact. So going back to the Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson conversation, those two names shouldn't have never been about. Never. And we never talked about this. Even when y'all started y'all 4 Kings. Remember when y'all started y'all 4 Kings and y'all wanted the 4 Kings to fight each other? And then, dimensions outside the 4 Kings, there was never a conversation about Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia fighting each other. But because, it would be good. But no, I don't want that. I want what needs to happen. Devin Haney sound like, hey, we're going to get this fight. We're going to make this fight happen. That's what I'm talking about. Because that's what needs to happen. Not all this other crap that y'all keep pushing out into the atmosphere of boxing. No, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia is the fight that needs to be done, needs to happen, and y'all need to stop carrying on with the same old excuses that y'all been carrying on with. I'm tired of it. It's no damn excuse. Stick to the real reason why it went the way that it went. Second time around, even shows better. Okay, he come in, no Osterine, none of that. I don't worry about none of that crap. All right? Ryan come in, clean. Dead mind is right. Got something to prove. He don't like the fact that happened to him, which is the reason why a lot of y'all Devin Haney fans was really butthurt about this situation, because he got beat up. And this is why y'all keep talking about it and can't let go that the man got beat up. Well, one thing you need to be happy about, it didn't go on his damn record. But y'all talk like it went on his record. It didn't. Get over it. It's boxing. They gonna get touched up at some point. I don't give a damn who it is. Okay? They all gonna get touched up. Devin Haney is not an exception. Okay? There's no boxer is an exception to the damn rules that you all gonna get touched up at some damn point by some damn body. That's what we want to see. We want to see how these fighters react when they get touched up. We want to see how they react. We want to see if they're going to react or they're going to curl up. Been some curling going on, okay? Some of these fighters been curling up, and the damn sure been a lot of curling-like type of curling up conversations. So Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney needs to happen. And y'all just need to be quiet about the same old crap that y'all keep talking about. Because what really was the cause of Devin Haney getting beat up was not what Ryan put in his damn body. It's the way that Devin fought that damn fight. And y'all won't get over it. Y'all know that's really the reason, but y'all don't want it. Y'all want to act like these guys is perfect. None of them are perfect. It's okay. Let it go. You won't be able to feel the damn pain unless it hurt you in the pockets. Well, but then that, you're not feeling none of that. So if it happens, it happens. Just be happy with the way that the fighter that you rooting for, your favorite fighter, reacts to everything. That's it. But every fighter is going to get touched up at some damn point. None of them are immortal to getting their ass beat. But this is something that y'all created. And then turn around and want to blame the people. Y'all created this. Moving faster than what these damn fighters is doing with themselves. That's it. Nothing else. Get over it. These guys need to fight. So when they fight again, we'll get a winner and we'll get a loser, and you just be happy with it. But all these making excuses and this, that, and the other, that's scared conversation. That's not confident talk. I know what I pay attention to, what I'm listening to, and that's coming from the fans of some of these damn fighters. The only way we would know who is really who out of whatever matchup if these guys actually really get in the goddamn ring. All right? That's just what it is. Get over it. So look like we're gonna wind up getting Dev and Ryan Garcia, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. You know, with that being said, and I said it a few days ago, and I probably gonna repeat myself. I mean, everybody been repeating themselves with bull crap lately, but this is one thing I have to credit this boy Ryan Garcia about. No matter what he's done or what he's doing, it doesn't matter if you like the manner that he did it. Look what he's doing. He's doing something that we all agree that we cry about. We want to see these dudes fight the best of the best, and we really want to see these guys getting in the ring with guys that we all agree for them to get in the ring with. So, you know, all this Ryan Garcia just talking about that bull crap. Let's talk about what he's doing. We didn't talk about what the hell he did already. But talk about what he's doing. Talk about what he's doing. He didn't got a couple of your four kings out of there. About to do a damn rematch. He'll fight any damn body. And the reason why he will fight anybody, because he's a bag. So he can fight anybody. He's you know, he's one of the bag boys, not the bag boy, but he's one. You know, so, and I think this rematch would do crazy numbers. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney 2 would do crazy numbers. It should break some records. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney should break some records. I wouldn't be shocked if it wound up topping some of the top fighters' top days at the office, because this is a fight that we all want to see. This is a fight that both of these fighters owe us as fans, to really show us not who's just the best out of these two, but one of these guys is really the best out of the best and where they roam at in these boxing streets. But then at the same time, if you're on like the GOAT like mission or whatever the case may be, and you where you don't want to be bothered, then you move on. Because see, this is the reason why a lot of fighters keep playing around and hiding in these weight classes, jumping back and forth and back, and think they being slick. They really avoiding a lot of work. They are really avoiding a lot of work. These guys ain't even been in the game long enough, or should I say, did enough work. They ain't even did enough work to start taking light work. Look at these damn fighters. Look at these the young top fighters of today, man. They moving like they in the second half of their careers. They're moving like they're in the second half of their freaking careers. Being strategic, taking the easy bake oven route, being like Mayweather-ish, Money May-ish, or any other fighter. Once they start taking, easy pickings, these fighters is already doing that. They're already doing that. And they ain't even put enough work to get there. Think about it, 2 cents. Sister Dude, Big Illy, Quee. I know the ladies that keep it real before some of you men will. Just look at it. The Free Puro, look at it. Think about what I just said. Think about what I just said. But in the meantime, we see that Dev and Ryan, they doing what they supposed to be doing. Now let me just move on. What the hell Shakur's supposed to be doing? If Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is about to give us the fight that we all want to see, what is Shakur trying to do that we want to see? Where does that pick Shakur at? OTB, what's up, Neff? Where does that pick Shakur at? Because now what we going to do, like I said, who's really the best? So we walking this down the line. But still, we got to get these weight classes cleaned the hell out. They got to stop playing. And part of the reason why you can't clean out weight classes or get some disclosure weight classes, because you got guys that keep hot skipping and jumping and teleporting to other damn weight classes. But then when they give credit like they competed in the weight class they just jumped out of. We can't do that. So right now, we need to know what's next for Shakur. What is he doing? What is he about to do that he needs to do? And we all agree as fans, no matter which side we on, what he needs to do. Who he needs to get in the ring with right now. What is the fight for Shakur Stevenson right now? Oh no! Without me saying Coleslaw Davis, I'm not going to even do that. I'm gonna leave Coleslaw Davis' name out of it right now. But that shit happened. But besides that, with everyone that's available to fight right now, don't we need somebody for Shakur? We need somebody for Shakur. Coleslaw Davis, you know what? I say yes. And I was going to try to come up with another name, but I couldn't. So you know me, Mike Rimby, here every morning. Well, I tell you, well, here it is. But Shakur Stevenson needs to do something. So we take Ryan Garcia out of the equation. I didn't really want to see it, but it would have been a good goddamn fight. But that's not the fight we need to see. See, I want fights we need to see, not fights that we want to see. Now, if those two don't match, then that's something I don't want to be bothered with at all. And it mean, it's just boxing, I'm going to watch it. But no, it's time to see fights that we really need to see. So, right now with Shakur Stevenson being at 140, got the ring belt going on, boom, boom. Okay. Now, come on. Besides Coleslaw Davis, I mean, he could get in there with Antoine Russell. He got to get in there with somebody at 140 instead of talking about these other guys. It's a whole lot of work for him at 140. So it looked like by Mike Grimm just responding, basically saying right now, the fight for Shakur, right now, in a fight that we want to see, is him against Coleslaw Davis, which I don't need to even put out a damn survey right now. Because besides Coleslaw Davis, who's the other fighter? Who's the other fighters you really need to see him fight at 140? And to be honest with you, is Antoine Russell. But you look at the 4 belt holders at 140, with the other 3. When you look at the other 3 belt holders at 140, none of them are really interesting fight matchups for Shakur, except for who? Antoine Russell. So what I'm saying is, if we're going to be trying to get this mission and talk about this journey and what these guys need to do to prove that they really is the man, not one of the men, but the men of all men, the creme of the creme. This is what we need to do. So for Shakur Stevenson, it's really not too many interesting matchups for Shakur Stevenson, or should I say, interesting matchups, meaning big matchups for Shakur Stevenson at 140. Now, a lot of Shakur Stevenson's fans will say, man, this is easy for him. He can become undisputed at 140 because they feel as though that Shakur can beat all the champions and all the top, wipe out 140. I ain't got no problem with that. Will he do it? Can he do it? That remains to be seen. I would love to see it, but we really don't know what he's moving on. But he say he's the guy, so what he needs to do is go ahead and take out the best guys at 140. Now, and I heard a lot of crap polar that people just coming out saying that Coleslaw Davis is the best at 140. How? And no, the heck, he's not. Y'all got to stop doing this. Y'all need to suspend the eye test. Y'all doing too much with this eye test shit. All right? Y'all better stop. Y'all know what the eye test will get you in trouble, fellas. Y'all know. Y'all know better than ladies. That eye test will trick your ass up. How many times you walking down the street, you see a little something, you like, damn, that's Miss Parker. Then when you get it, this Miss Pillsbury Dough Girl and all that, huh? You got to really get up on it. You got to see it behind the scenes. Yeah, same situation. When it comes to boxing, y'all looking at it from a distance, damn, that look good, let me help you up and get up on that. Ooh, change your mind. You know what I mean? That's what happens. You know? Change your mind quick. Oh no, it's not, ooh, girlfriend, what happened? Oh, he don't look as good as I thought he did. You know, all this other stuff. And this is what's going on right now. But for Shakur Stevenson, there's really only 2 fights right now because he's in 140. I'm not talking nobody in 35, 47, anybody that's inactive. I'm talking about 140 pounds. Now, people would say, well, he only got to beat 2 guys to really be the best of the best at 140. That's Coleslaw Davis and Antoine Russell. But there's a whole lot of work down there. You got Roker, you got some guys down there. So I like to see someone properly take out all the best guys, the top talent and skills at these weight classes. That's the only way you get a completion. Yes, I did this. You really had to beat all the top guys. So he hasn't done that yet at all. He hasn't done it yet. Most of them have not done it yet. We still waiting to see these guys do it. It hasn't been done yet. How long is this going to still be inconclusive? How long of a suspense is going to keep on carrying on? You know what I mean? Because we don't know who's really the man. We only seen it a couple times. We need that in boxing. That's what we want. Then if you got a fighter that you feel as though can be that, let's just be honest about them in our assessment. The good, bad, and the ugly. But right now, for Shakur Stevenson, if he getting Ryan and Dev the big payback fight, yes, I love it. I love it. Start talking about that more as details build up on that, right? But like I said, for Shakur Stevenson, need to focus on 140. Keyshawn Davis, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He need to do something. All right? But we know right now for Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Coleslaw Davis or Antoine Russell. But Antoine Russell is on a mission. He wants to show the world that he is the man. He's trying. Will he pull it off? We'll see. We know he's really on that mission. Not guys trying to, stepping over some stuff. Nah. Get to it, get to it. Get to it and get through it. Especially skills pay the bills. This go for all these fighters. They really like that. Do what you gotta do. So we can find out who's really the man. Alright? O'Shaquie Foster. Back making a whole lot of noise. He feeling good. It's good to hear him more. And good to see him more often too. Which is a guy that I really like. And O'Shaquie Foster been trying to show the world who he is. He's been trying to show us that. He's been trying to show us that. But we'll see. Well, O'Shaquie trying to stay busy. He said, hey, y'all already know how I feel about Shakur. I ain't gonna say no more unless asked upon. But I know I can't get that right now, but what's up with this person, that person? O'Shaquie Foster is ready to put his foot down, which is something that we need in the sport of boxing. Because with the group of guys that we have floating around and blah, 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 and so forth, there's always been a few hands that's been missing that should always been a part of the conversation. So it's good to see O'Shaquie Foster and Herring, and he's really trying to show the world. Maybe they're going to, be giving him opportunities now, which is good. We need this. So, it's like, okay, I can't get called right now. But hey, Tank, hey, I'm just saying your name, bro. Let's do it. But O'Shaquie Foster has some names that he's been wanting to fight. So, yeah. Listen, I'm going to continue this later on, man. I got a phone call. Peace and love to everybody. And I'll